Keto, and today we're going to make my daughter's birthday cookie cake. So let's go. The first step is to get a 9-inch springform pan and use a little parchment circle, a little parchment paper circle, and I brushed everything with melted butter. So just have your pan ready to go. And then I'm going to do half of a cup of the melted butter, which is a whole stick. This is half of a cup of, you can use Swerve brown, or today I'm using Truvia. This is just what I already had in the pantry. So it's just whatever sugar substitute, that's a brown sugar. That was half a cup. And then 1/4 cup of allulose. And I'm going to go ahead and give this a mix. Okay, now I'm going to put in my egg. 1 egg. This is a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Next step is I'm going to do 1 teaspoon of baking powder, and I'm just going to put it into my 2 cups of keto flour. But if you don't have all the ingredients to make my keto flour, just go ahead and use 2 cups of almond flour. It'll still work. So 2 cups with 1 teaspoon of baking powder. And just as it's mixing, put it in. Oh, you know, I forgot the vanilla. Let me do that. Trying to get all my liquids in there. 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Now we're ready for flour. And then I'm just going to put half of a cup of these Lily's baking chips. And this is the semi-sweet, so they have lots of different flavors, but my daughter likes the semi-sweet ones in the chocolate chip cookie one. So just put it on a little low stir and pour those in. That's good. Alright, and there's our dough. And I'll show you the next step. Now that you have your dough ready, you're just going to put it into your prepared little springform pan. We're going to kind of smooth it out and level it out. Just kind of press it. It's going to be a little bit stiff. Oops. Might slide around on you. Probably put too much butter. Just take your time to get it all spread evenly. And you'll feel where there's some little heels. So you want to press those heels down so that you're getting it level. Otherwise you'll have one part cooked too much and the other part not enough. So really take your time to get this leveled out. we're getting close. Okay, that looks pretty good to me. So the next step is we're going to bake it in a 325-degree oven at 20 to 25 minutes. I'm going to start this at 20 minutes and look at it. And then if it still looks like it needs a little bit, I'm going to just do it till it looks a little golden brown and a firm to the touch on top. Alright, we'll catch you back here. Okay, so I got it out of the oven. This went for 30 minutes. And I'm going to let it cool completely in this pan until I take the springform part around it. So let it cool completely before this comes off. And then I'll show you the next step when I'm going to ice it and slice it and all that stuff and decorate it. I was going to show you that now that it's cool, when I touch it, it just feels kind of room temp to slightly above room temp. And see, all this is cold to the touch. That's when you can take this spring off. And I'm going to go ahead and do the slicing part. So I get a large knife. And for her party, I'm going to try to do 10 slices. So I'm going to do it in half. Okay, so I'm going to try to get 5. On this side. Let's see if I'm doing that. Oh, that's a little bit bigger. One, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that'd be perfect. So I'm just going to go off of this line. Awesome. Oops. Okay, so there's our 10 pieces. And the next step is I'm going to pipe icing all around the edge. And then I'm going to put my sprinkles on it. And that will be her birthday chocolate chip cookie cake. We're doing the icing for the cookie cake. And it's 1 stick of butter. And I use unsalted softened butter. It has to be really, really soft. And a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Teaspoon of vanilla. And 1 cup of swerve confectioners. And just give it a mix, and you may need a heavy whipping cream if it's too thick. So let's just see. Alright, I'm going to scrape down the sides. And I'm going to add about a tablespoon of heavy whipping cream just to kind of soften it up a little. I mean, it looks pretty good like it is, so I'm not going to put too much. Also, I put this in the microwave for about 10 seconds just to knock the chill off of it, so it needs to be kind of room temperature. There's 1 tablespoon. Alright, that looks just right. There's our icing. So next I'll show you piping it onto the cookie cake.